Investment, Industry and Trade, Dr. Hashil Abdallah, distinguished guests, honorable members of the Diplomatic Corps, ladies and gentlemen, and we also have media. Good morning once again. I am delighted to invite you to the second session today, the Business and the Investment Forum, looking onto the sustainable investment for inclusive socio-economic development. We have the Permanent Secretary, Professor Eliamani Sedoyeka, to usher us and give us the welcoming remarks. And after his remarks, we're going to then hear from the representative of the Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, and then I will invite the DPS, Dr. Hashil, who will then invite the Deputy Minister. And that will be the official opening, and then we'll go on to the presentation. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the Permanent Secretary. Karibu-san.
Thank you very much. Good morning again. Honorable Deputy Minister and Meza Kuu, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, na wasalimu kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. For our brothers and sisters from outside the Tanzania, this is a new greeting started by our president. The idea is that we work and keep on working and keep pushing forward the ideas that we see them good. Now, my job today here is just to say some few words. And this is protocol, you know, that your peers, you have to say something. So I'm here to say something. But whenever I go, I meet a lot of I get a lot of comments and a lot of and pressure, and most of the people in Tanzania would like to see us pushing marketing farther and farther and farther. So they want us to do more marketing and keep doing more marketing, keep doing more marketing. But may I just say that I'm a computer scientist. I don't know much about conservation or tourism. So I'm a novice. I'm very, very new to this sector, and I'm learning fast. But in my short time in the ministry, this is my 4th month, what I've learned is that, yes, we need marketing to push this sector, but we really, really need investment. We really, really need investment. So that's one of the things I've really, really noticed, that investment is key. And I see this as a very, very important gathering where we talk about investment. So my number one agenda on my table is to create a good environment for business people. Before we talk about bringing investment in, or to motivate those who already invested to invest further, I see it's just logical that the business environment should be in the tune that it's considered conducive and friendly to those who already have invested and those who are looking forward to invest. So this forum is intended to disclose the investment opportunities in the tourism sector, whereby investment experts from institutions mandated to promote investment both in Tanzania mainland and Zanzibar will have an opportunity to take us through those opportunities. Also, our conservation institutions, that's conservation and protection, will also deliver presentations on investment opportunities from the areas of jurisdiction. Also, we have senior staff from the ministry and other institutions from the ministry and from the government that will, whenever necessary or needed, give clarification or directives as to give us a very clear picture and directions on where will be suitable to invest and what are the procedures or if there are any bottlenecks that we need to remove. So thank you very much for listening. Good morning to you all.
Asante sana. Mheshimiwa Katibu Mkuu, thank you very much. Honorable Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism, for those warm, welcoming remarks. I'm now delighted to bring to the stage, to the podium, Zaki Mbena on behalf of the chairperson of the Tanzania Private Sector Foundation to also give the opening remarks. Karibu Zaki, can we put our hands together for Mr. Mbena of TPSF.
Deputy Minister, Honorable Mary Masanja, Member of Parliament and Deputy Minister from the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism, Professor Lemani Sedoyeka, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Tourism, Dr. Hashil Abdara, the Deputy Permanent Secretary from the Ministry of Industries, Investment and Trade, Honorable High Commissioners and ambassadors representing different countries in Tanzania, permanent secretaries present, distinguished guests, leaders of the delegates, members of press, ladies and gentlemen, a good morning to you. As introduced, my name is Zaki Mbena, coming from Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, one of the directors, and I will be presenting to you the remarks as they were to be presented by the chairperson of Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, Madam Angelina Ngarura, who for some uncontrollable reasons had to leave the site and attend to an equally important engagement outside the premises. But she was here with us and sends warm greetings from the private sector fraternity of Tanzania. On behalf of private sector in Tanzania, I wish to convey warm greetings to you and welcome our guests to the land of Kilimanjaro, Serengeti, Spicy Island of Zanzibar, Ngorongoro, and the beautiful people of Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're aware, the tourism sector is among the industries that have been hit hardest by COVID-19 crisis. The impact of the pandemic on enterprises, especially SMEs, is unprecedented. Hence today, the Swahili International Tourism Expo is a timely opportunity for Tanzania business community to reboot and take off to attract tourists to the thousands unforgettable destinations across the country of Tanzania. It provides a platform to meet, discuss, and exchange experience with a view of a highlight to investment opportunities, showcase our enormous tourist attractions, and most important, available strategies for sustainable private sector development that will attract more investors to the country. We stand firm and aligned with the theme of this event of the Investment Forum, which is centered on sustainable investment for the inclusive socio-economic development of the country. In this, we believe. Dear guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, our government has been on the forefront to make sure that tourism sector recovers and recovers quickly. The Tanzania Royal Tour documentary, starring our very own beloved President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, has led to an increase on the number of tourists visiting Tanzania, reviving the private sector in the country, as well as attracting more and more investment to this economy. In the period of January to July 2022, there has been an increase equivalent to 62.7% of the number of tourists who entered the country during the similar period of 2021. Basically, this has been a very tough 2 years, but we see that in the future, we will have to fully rethink the sector and cushion it from such shocks as the pandemic. As the theme of this event, taking tourism to new heights, collaboratively, we need to do the following recommended measures. Number one, we need to ensure business continuity and devising policies that will foster sustainable private sector development in the country. Secondly, policies that promote an enabling environment for entrepreneurship are key and critical for such development. Number three, it is recommended that we invest in the development of a skilled tourism workforce. This is important. And fourth, we need to facilitate the transition from the informal to the formal economy as key to a human-centered, inclusive, sustainable, and resilient recovery of the sector. The fifth suggestion is to promote the domestic tourism. Tanzania is endowed with rich tourism attractions, and it has been, in the history, most of those patronizing or appreciating that are coming from outside our boundaries. So it's key and important that we now take a different stand or an additional stand by promoting domestic tourism where we, indigenous and countrymen, appreciate our very valuable, unique attractions. And sixth is we need to shift toward ecotourism, a fast-growing industry focused on conservation and local job creation. And this could give an additional boost to the industry of tourism. And the seventh, not the last but not the least, is public-private partnership in conservation and in engaging in wildlife bonds to ensure the natural heritage is protected during the tourism crisis. Together, these approaches can revitalize the tourism sector, harness its market-creating power to support economies, create more jobs, and drive development outcome that will put people and their communities first. Ladies and gentlemen, investment promotion should be our key agenda. Our countries are endowed with natural resources and comparative advantage which must be properly harnessed so they contribute significantly to our economies. We therefore must together exploit such potentials for the benefit of our countries by investing in value addition initiatives and promoting public-private partnership PPPs. In conclusion, guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank the organizers of the 6th Swahili International Tourism Expo once again for honoring us, private sector, with this forum today. It is indeed a great honor, and we hope we will have many, many more such interactions. I also extend my sincere thanks to all members of the business community present here today. We look forward to a fruitful engagement and unforgettable experience in this forum. Unforgettable Tanzania. God bless Tanzania. Thank you for your attention.
Zaki Mbena is the Director, Policy and Advocacy Membership Services with Tanzania Private Sector Foundation. Can we put our hands once again for him? That remarkable presentation that he has delivered on behalf of Ms. Angelina Mabula, the chairperson of the Tanzania Private Sector Foundation. Deputy Minister, we have amongst us the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Investment, Industry and Trade, who will now have the stage to speak, I believe, on behalf of Honorable Dr. Ashatu Kijaji, the Minister of Investment, Industry and Trade. And then I will ask the Deputy Permanent Secretary to extend an invitation to you to speak to this audience. Karibu sana, naomba tumpigie makofi, Naibu Katibu Mkuu Hashil Abdallah.
Honorable Mary Masanja, Deputy Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, United Republic of Tanzania, Professor Ivan Sedoeka, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable Mr. Zaki Mbena, Representative of TPSF, Honorable Ambassadors, led by Dr. Fakih Abdullah Jamalulail, Dean of Ambassadors in Tanzania, Development Partners, Head of Government Departments, distinguished guests, members of press, ladies and gentlemen, Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Dear all, first of all, allow me to thank the Almighty God for giving us an opportunity to convene here today. I'm so pleased to be invited to officiate the investment forum themed Sustainable Investment for Inclusive Socio-Economic Development. This forum is a distinguished gathering as we mark the amongst first Tanzania Investment Forum to be held parallel during the site. I further extend my thanks to the organizers, the Ministry of Tourism and Natural Resources, Tanzania Tourist Board, Tanzania Investment Center, Zanzibar Investment Promotion Authority, Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, and the other sector stakeholders for making this dedicated and historic event to happen. But that thanks is initiated by Dr. Ashatu Kijaji. So Chief Guest, kindly accept an apology from her Minister, Dr. Ashatu Kijaji, due to some circumstances she failed to attend in this. However, she congratulates for this event. Dear Chief Guest, it should be noted that the sixth regime under Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan continues to position itself as one of the most preferred destinations for foreign direct investment in Africa and among the 10 biggest recipients of FDI on the continent. The country continues to put efforts to improve the business enabling environment across sectors. The initiatives involve strengthening institutions, regulations, policies, and a transparency framework that facilitates the attraction and promotion of investment inflows towards the value chain in different sectors, including tourism sector. Indeed, growing on average at 6.5% per year, the United Republic of Tanzania has demonstrated an impressive growth performance and stability over the past decades. Chief guests, as a means of enhancing investment and business enabling environment to investors, the One Facilitation Center of Tanzania Investment Center offer a range of facilitation services where 11 government ministers, departments, and agencies related to investments are stationed to assist investors under one roof. Investors are facilitated in issues related to company registration, immigration, labor, land, tax environment certificates, product standard certificates, Tanzania Foods and Drugs Authority business permits, occupation, health, safety compliance certificates, business licenses, and national identification cards. So the government has reduced time and cost for business startups, as most of the services provided can be accessible online. Chief guest, investment incentives are provided under tax laws, and additional benefits are provided through the Tanzania Investment Act, the EPZ Act, and the SEZ Act. The incentives include 0% import duty on capital goods and 75% on deemed capital goods. All registered projects are eligible for 10 automatic work permits for foreign employees.
To this Tourism Investment Forum taking place parallel with the Swahili International Tourism Expo, Site 2022. I'm greatly humbled by your presence and sincerely thank you all for finding time to be with us today despite your busy schedules. Distinguished investors, ladies and gentlemen, your turn-up signifies the important values that we all attach to our rich and diverse tourism products in our country. Indeed, tourism in Tanzania continues to play a significant role in human, cultural, and economic development. Your participation also shows our readiness and commitment to support tourism development in Tanzania. I wish to reaffirm to this gathering that the 60% of revenue from the service industry. The tourism sector performance results from the country's endowed resources, including 22 national parks, 24 game reserves, 27 game-controlled areas, 38 wildlife management areas, 19 nature reserves, and 1 conservation area. Also, we have 3 Ramsar sites, more than 25 archaeological sites and historical sites, over 1,400 kilometers of coastline with pristine beaches, 3 marine parks and 15 marine reserves, 3 Great Lakes, and the Spice Island of Zanzibar. Also, Tanzania is emerging as a MICE destination across Africa. Distinguished investors, ladies and gentlemen, Tanzania is distinguished by its peace and stability that have been enjoyed since the country's independence in 1961. Moreover, the Tanzanian government has been working to improve country's investment environment that several investors from within and outside the country can explore Tanzania's investment opportunities. Accordingly, under this forum, we shall have an opportunity to discuss on those opportunities while principally focused on the tourism sector. Our experts from Tanzania Investment Center, TIC, and the Zanzibar Investment Promotion Authority, ZIPA, will take us through an overview of Tanzania's investment. And the Tanzania National Parks, TANAPA, Tanzania Wildlife Management Authority, TAWA, Tanzania Forestry Service Agency, TFS, Ngorongoro Conservation Area Authority, NCAA, Marine Parks and Reserves Unit, MPRU, and the Zanzibar Commission for Tourism, ZCT, will deliver presentation on specific opportunities based on their areas of jurisdictions. We shall have also platforms for B2B, B2G, and G2G to strengthen our business relations as well as opening new partnerships. Distinguished investors, ladies and gentlemen, this investment forum is aligned to the theme of the site 2022, which is taking tourism to new heights. Indeed, we cannot uplift the tourism industry without boosting its investment. Also, this forum is part of the implementation of National Tourism Policy of 1999 that requires disseminating information on the tourism investment opportunities available in the industry to potential investors within and outside the country. Moreover, the forum supports Tanzania, the Loyal Tour Program initiated by Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, to promote tourism attractions and disclosing investment opportunities. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is our hope that this forum will open up all of us to think on investing in Tanzania's endowed resources. I may guarantee you that the decision to invest in Tanzania, particularly under the government of Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, will never be regrettable. Furthermore, my office shall be all the time open to respond to your queries and issues supportive response. Before I conclude my remarks, I would like to give special thanks to Tanzania Tourist Board, TTB, Zanzibar Commission for Tourism, ZCT, Tanzania Investment Center, TIC, Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, TPSF, Zanzibar Investment Promotion Authority, ZIPA, Tanzania Private Sector Foundation, TPSF, and all other involved stakeholders for having organized and ensuring smooth running of this event. Furthermore, I would like to once again appreciate support from our site 2022 sponsors, including Tanzania Ports Authority, Vodacom Tanzania, Meta and Honor Stories, Air Tanzania, and CRDB Bank. After saying that, it is now my pleasure to declare the investment forum is officially opened. Thank you for your attention. Asanteni sana.
A bigger round of applause. Thank you very much for that powerful remark. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the opening